Hello again, and welcome back to Scott Review Things. I'm not Liam Gallagher. That isn't Noel Gallagher. That's the Blue Van Man who's banned on his own channel.
I can talk like I'm from Manchester, though. I can do that.
No, so that's hey up, kid. How you doing, lad? Are you all right?
How you doing? Hey, sunshine outside.
Dave's banned on his own channel, but luckily he's not banned on mine. So there you go. How you doing, Dave? How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Been doing a bit of gardening and stuff like that, getting flower beds ready or some kind of bed ready. So yeah, all good. Happy days.
Like living in an English countryside.
Yes, it is like an English countryside day. That it is. Very good.
If only someone just set up a channel called that day, that'd be really helpful.
What, English countryside days? Oh, I have got a channel called English Countryside Days, and there's no swearing in it. I've done 4 videos, and there's no swearing.
I know, I unsubscribed because I was getting a bit fucked off, if I was honest. Anyway, Dave, we're here, mate, to discuss the topic of the moment, hot topic in the news, and it's the 15-year reunion of Oasis.
Yes. Very topical, isn't it? And it's good to be able to talk about something that's not political related. It's just nice to have a change of topic to talk about. So, you know, it's all good by me.
I think I completely agree. In a world, and we'll get into the cynical side of this, I'm sure, at some point in this chat. I've got some notes. You don't know what my notes are. You've told me that you've got some notes. I don't know what your notes are. But for me, obviously, there's been rumours of this for a little while. But in a country that is shrouded in shit at this moment in time, I think it's something to actually, if it actually happens and actually turn up, it's something to look forward to.
Yes, I think it is as well. You know, some might say this was all planned. They might say it was all planned. They've never really fell out. They probably just wanted to do their own thing, and then like wait for the right moment and do a tour. And fair play to them. I think I can't see anything wrong with it. There's bands that have done it in the past. There's bands that will do it in the future. So why not?
I'm along the same lines as you. I think where there are bands over the years that have done things that have taken the piss out of their fans. I don't think this is one of them. I think it's been coming for a little while, but I'm actually quite excited by it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited by it. I don't think, unless somebody comes up and says, Dave, do you want to cut a ticket for Oasis? I won't be going through the lottery and phoning up and all that kind of thing, but no doubt there'll be videos at CDs or Netflix, or one of them lot will have it, and I'll watch that, and fair play. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I noticed Oasis have come out in the press today or yesterday saying that because there's been rumours they're going to do Glastonbury or Nebworth. I think Nebworth's more likely to come in 2026, which is the 30th anniversary of Nebworth.
Something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think that will probably come later. But they have said that none of this will be televised, which almost rules out Glastonbury.
Yeah. Which is, well, fair enough then, isn't it? I suppose they're just going to make it exclusive to the people who have the tickets, which I quite agree with, because it will come out on video. It will come out on Netflix or Amazon or Disney. That corrupt company might have it.
They're a shit. And so I'm going to be completely honest. I have put in for the lottery, as has Wanda, and I'll try and get tickets Saturday morning. And the reason being is it's my 50th birthday. The one that we want to go to, the Saturday one, the 26th of July. It's my 50th birthday on the Thursday. So it would. I wouldn't call myself the biggest Oasis fan in the world, because I think we had this discussion the other day. I think everything after Be Here Now was generally pretty crap. But those first 3 albums I think were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I mean, I've had them on in the truck today because you know it's there, isn't it? You start listening to the music and you start reliving the days. I mean, I'm fortunate enough. I actually went to see Oasis at Sheffield, so I've been there and I've done it. So I've seen them when they were Oasis, not High Flying Birds or whoever they are at the moment. But yeah, a fair play. I can't honestly understand why people are having a go at people who want to go and see this, because Oasis is a massive thing. There are generations Beatles. Now some will be saying, yeah, they're not as good as the Beatles, and yeah, you're right, they're not as fucking good as the Beatles. I'm not fucking stupid. Well, I am.
Timu Beatles, Wish Beatles, whatever people label them as.
Yeah, there are. We grew up in a time of Britpop where you got Oasis, Pulp, Blur, Stone Roses, and all the other ones, and it was an absolute fucking brilliant time to be alive and listening to music. But the thing is, now you've got this bit where you've got people like Ginge, my daughter, who is an Oasis fan. She likes Pulp, she likes Blur, she likes all that music from the 90s because we've had it on in the car, in the van, in the truck, and everything. And it's like, yeah, I want to go and see it. So all these people who are in the 20s now and the 30s who missed it first time around have got the chance to go and see them again, or to see them live. You know what I mean?
I get that. I have seen a couple of people say, and it has made me laugh, that the tickets should only be available to 40s and over. 40 people are 40 and over. I think quite obviously the people that live through the Brit, like me and you, that live through the Britpop. I'm the same as you. When I first heard Oasis, I was heavily into Pearl Jam, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, all of these sort of people. And when I heard, obviously we had Blur, and Blur, I was never really into Blur. They weren't my thing. Heard Oasis and just thought, this is it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, well, when Britpop actually came along, it was a breath of fresh air to the music, because I've lived through Duran Duran and Spandau Ballet and all that, and I when I look back on them days with Bronski Beat and all those Frankie, I think, there were some of the groups then that I didn't like at the time. I was thinking, fucking shower as shit these are. Then as you get older, you appreciate them, and I'm the same with that music of today. But I think after Oasis and all this lot, I think basically music finished. It was just generated, manufactured pop, thanks to people,
Simon, it became the Simon Cowell era, didn't it?
Yeah, it became the, X Factor and Pop Idol and all that shit, weren't it? And it basically killed the art of people playing music and writing music.
I think also for me, they were certainly. I was 19 when Definitely Maybe came out, and they were like a group that could be anybody. They could be any of us. They had attitude. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. Oh, hang on, where's he gone?
I'm here. Where you gone?
Yeah, they were the band. They were the band that they were the everyman band. Any of us could have been them, because they didn't give a fuck. They were anti-establishment. They really didn't care about anybody. What anybody thought of them, what they did, and that really stood out for me.
They were like the Ford Capri of the day, weren't they? It was like, the Capri was a bit of a rebel car, and these, like you said, they got attitude. They were confident. They didn't give a fuck what they said. They didn't care what they said. If you don't like them, don't watch them. But they were there. It was like they had a swagger, didn't they? They said things. I mean, to be fair, a lot of things on TV that were back in the 90s wouldn't be allowed now, because it wouldn't get through the woke society. And Oasis are in that. They're in that little mold of, what's he going to say? Yeah, fuck off, you fat bitch, and all that kind of stuff. It's there. You're going to wait and you're going to see if he says anything that's controversial. The pair of them, And yeah, they were around when men were men. None of this other stuff. You could say what you like. You watched Only Fools and Horses. You watched Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. You watched all that kind of stuff that was a bit risky. Ab Fab, the rest of it. And that is taking us back to them days when you felt alive. Nowadays, you just feel like you're in a fucking conveyor belt where Oasis are going to let people escape back to the 90s.
I don't disagree with a single word. There's a question I wanted to ask because I'd like your opinion on it. I don't think I've come across a band in probably since that they've been around that divide opinion so much as Oasis. I think you're in the camp of you either love them or you can't fucking stand them. I wonder what you think about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know of a band who could do what they've done, been away for 15 years as such, and then just the atmosphere they've created, and I don't know a group who could do it. The only other group, right, that I would want to watch, apart from Oasis, and I would go and see these, is In Excess, but I don't think Michael Hutchence can make it.
Yeah, I think he's going to struggle on that one, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll leave us hanging in the wind on that one, won't he?
But for every every positive thing I've seen on social media, there's been a lot of negativity towards them as well. Obviously, people saying that they're doing it just for the money. Well, why else? Why else are they going to do it? They're not going back for the fucking love of the fans. Let's be completely honest.
Why do you get up to go to work, mate?
Well, I've noticed certain people criticise him because Noel's getting divorced and he needs to pay. And
what? And fucking what? It happens in life. What's he going to do? Just not. He's going to live his life as a fucking pauper living in a flat somewhere. Is he? Nah, he's going to do this and make money and carry on living the lifestyle he likes. So fuck it.
It's no different to me going through divorce, which I did, and having to put in overtime to pay for my divorce. It's exactly the same fucking principle. There's no difference in it. And if there's demand there, which there clearly, and there has been since the day they split up, why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
Can't see anything wrong with it. Can't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. I'm on Facebook and like people are going slagging them off about this and that and thinking, and I'm going on there and I'm saying, well, do you feel better now you've said that? Do you really honestly think Noel and Liam are sitting there rocking in the corner eating their own shit because some fucking nobody has said, are we bothered? Anybody bothered? Well, no, I'm not bothered, but it is nice. And let's face it, they're going to create a lot of fucking money, a lot of work, hotels, pubs, everything. They're going to create a lot of fucking work here.
Have you seen the hotel price scam that's gone on where there were hotels cancelling stuff that was pre-booked and then the price had gone from like £70 a night up to £700 a night? I mean, the profit, how this is allowed in Britain is fucking beyond me.
No, I don't know that either. I think that is bang out of line. And these hotels, I understand they've got to make a living. I understand they've had a hard time with COVID and the lockdown, and some are still struggling from that. Yeah. Oh, can you say that word? Because last time I said it, I got banned. Beep it. Fucking beep it at 16, whatever it is. You never know. Yeah. They're going to create a lot of money, income, and yeah, it's a bit bad if you've already booked into it. No doubt. I don't like that. To be fair, I think that's completely out of line.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, that aside, I think it's brought a feel-good factor to a lot of people, didn't they? Yes, there are a lot of people that don't like him, and I understand that. Obviously, there are brands that me and you don't like. There's the stuff I like, you don't like, and that's completely fine. But I just think it's brought a little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, I do know. Do you know what? Right? I mean, People might have a laugh at this, but I like Take That in the day. Yeah. And I think when Robbie left, I was on holiday. Where was I? Canary Islands. Oh, gutted. And anyway, they all did this thing, didn't they? And then Take That rejoined, and they did a tour, and they all slapped, and Gary and Robbie did a record together and all that, and it was all happy days. And then they all went a separate way. Now there's three of them.
Yeah. And
it looks pathetic. Fat, overweight men trying to do fucking dancing. And you do feel like saying, lads, come on now. Don't. Yeah, enough. But this isn't like that. I think this is, like you've said, it's created a feel-good factor. And I like it. I like it that they've done it. I just hope that they don't overdo it. You know what I mean? But there you go.
I think you made a good point there that obviously with Take That, it's not Take That anymore for
what's left.
Yeah, it's more just that or Take. Obviously, they've announced this tour, but they haven't actually announced what version of Oasis it's going to be. Is it just going to be the two boys and some of the High Flying Birds, or some of Liam's group? Is Bonehead going to be there?
I heard that Bonehead is joining in, isn't he? What the fuck are you doing? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you, mate. Yeah, go on. Bonehead. I've heard Bonehead's confirmed.
Yeah. So
whether Gwigsy, they're saying that Gwigsy won't be there. I don't think Alan White's going to be on drums. So whether it's just going to be an amalgamation of a few different body parts, who knows what's going to be?
Yeah, it's who cares? Let's face it. They want to see Noel, they want to see Liam, and they'll probably want to see Bonehead, won't they?
Yeah.
As long as them three are there, I don't think people will be too worried about. They want to see him going singing into the mic up here, don't they, and waltzing around like he's, swaggering around. That's what people want. It's in a way, I'm glad. Right, I'm just not taking off topic, but I'm glad they didn't crack America, to be fair, because Oasis are ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're ours. They're British. They're English lads. They're ours. And I'm glad they didn't crack America because, what do you get from America? Fucking Taylor Swift. That fucking generated. I don't know one record of hers. I don't fucking want to know.
No.
I don't understand how how she can sell concert out after concert. I don't get it. I fucking does my head in. But that Oasis are ours, isn't they? The British, and you've got.
I agree.
You've got a bit of DNA with Noel and Liam, and like I say, back in the 90s, we all had that fucking attitude of getting pissed, lads, fags, and shags, and kebabs, and all that, weren't it?
Yeah.
And they are like the Jam, the Madness. And those kind of groups, Simple Minds, and they're ours. And that's what I like about Oasis, and I'm glad they've come back. And so, yeah.
So it's a double question, really. Thoughts on the feud between the two lads, and do you think it was a press thing, so they got on all the years behind the scenes, or have they really fell out? And do you think this was planned all along?
I do probably think that they spoke behind the scenes. You don't just fall out with each other and then all of a sudden say, "Hey, Noel, are we getting back together?" And you know what I mean? I can't see them going round their mums on a Sunday afternoon for dinner and them still fucking throwing a cauliflower at each other.
No.
I think they probably did fell out. I think the two of them are very much alike, and I don't think they give in easy. I think it did them both good to go off and do their own things with, their own little bands, their own little projects, and they were both quite successful, weren't they? And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think there might have been a bit of planning in this, and But there again, so fucking what? You've said it today, Scott. The state of the fucking world and what's happening. Yeah. So fucking what? Who cares? Who really cares that Oasis has got back together and it's like 150 quid a ticket, or hotels are put? I honestly really couldn't give a fuck.
I think I sent you, because I saw something interesting on YouTube the other day where it was the 29th of August 1994 when they released Definitely Maybe. They split up on the 28th of August 2009, which was 14 years, 11 months and 30 days. And then they announced the reunion on the 27th of August 2024, which was 14 years, 11 months and 30 days. So between the first album and the split is the same time as between the split and the reunion announcement. Now, that's either quite incredible planning, a hell of a coincidence, or I don't know what else. I personally believe that they were always going to reunite. They've probably been speaking, and a lot of this is press building over the years, and I've got no problem with that, because the press stir enough trouble. So for them to get a little bit back, and let's be honest, Noel and Liam are always in good form when they're interviewed and speak about each other.
Yeah, they are, and you're right. It's it was probably planned. You're going down the lines of me there, though, Scott. You're turning into a conspiracy theory. Next thing you'll be saying is Paul McCartney really dead?
No,
or is Paul McCartney really alive?
Can't remember what his name was. The bloke that's supposed to look like him, but I did delve into
it. We never did do that video, did we? A conspiracy, we do need to do that. But no, it probably was planned. Like I said, they probably spoke behind the scenes. They probably do whatever they do. It's good that they're back together, because brothers and that, really families shouldn't fall out. It's good to see them back together again. They'll probably fall out on the last gig, because if they do need the money, it's a lot of money. You've got to bite your tongue and stuff. It's good. I like it. I like it that they're back together.
I've got a feeling as well that during the tour next year, because they've added another 3 dates, haven't they? They've already added another 3 dates. So I've got a feeling that there'll be a lot of. I think Liam and Noel are both going to play with the press during this tour, as if they're not getting on and all. I mean, for what it's worth, the rumours are that Noel's wife didn't like Liam, and that's where a lot of the tension came, or ex-wife. That's where a lot of the tensions have come from, etc., etc., etc. I expect a lot of teasing of behind-the-scenes problems next year.
So you're saying that the wife didn't get on with one of them? That sounds a little bit like John Lennon and Yoko.
It's very reminiscent, isn't it?
Very, very reminiscent.
So, what have you got? Any other notes, Dave?
No, not really. I mean, I was going to say that, I was going to mention Band-Aid, because Band-Aid was massive, weren't it? And a lot of artists made money out of that concert. Your Phil Collins and Queen.
Queen.
Band-Aid saved Queen, didn't it? It was a big Band-Aid plaster for them, weren't it? Because it actually remade them or reinvented them.
Yeah.
So Live Aid, Band-Aid, Live Aid, and all that, and it made them, all these artists, a lot of money. So really, when you look at it, Noel and Liam are just doing a fucking Live Aid, Band-Aid gig, and going to cash in on it. And fair play to them.
But at least they're out there earning. At least they're out there earning their money, Dave. Unlike some.
Well, this is it. They're out there earning money, and putting it back into the system, because when all's said and done, they're all going to have to pay fucking tax and insurance on this, isn't there? There's a lot of people who are going to be working and paying tax and insurance, and that is good for the economy. When all said and done, it's, you know.
Absolutely, it's not that they're going to go. They're going to go to these places: Cardiff, Edinburgh, Dublin, Manchester, London, and they're going to put a lot of money back into the economy, in those local economies. So I really don't have a huge issue with it. I think it's something to look forward. If you're an Oasis fan, it's something that's. I'm hoping to get tickets. If I don't, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'll be quite happy that other people have got them.
Yeah, I would. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to do that. Have you ever actually seen Oasis?
I had tickets. Now I can't remember when it was. I had tickets for Wembley. I think it was either 98 or 99, and I couldn't go.
Right. Yeah. So you need to see them in theory, then, don't you? To make.
Yeah. I'd like to. Obviously, I say it's my 50th birthday next year on the 24th of July. So I'd like to get tickets to the 26th. I can't go on the 25th. Apparently, I'll be told I can't have those because Wanda's got something else planned. But it would be lovely.
Yeah. It's good. I'm glad they're doing it. And if you're not glad about it, then fair enough. That's your opinion. You can say what you want, and you can. It's all over Facebook. They're all fucking moaning about it, and it's so fucking what? Do you really want to be that fucking sad that you want to fucking deprive somebody of seeing Oasis? Is that how your life has got? I mean, there was some woman on there the other day, and she was like ranting on about Oasis and what they come back for. And I was just, what's your problem? Is it your time of the month, love? No, you talk to me like that. It's. So fucking
miserable bastards, Dave, is what they are. Finally, Dave, I think it's a. What's your favourite Oasis song?
Do you know what? I love Champagne Supernova.
Okay.
I love that one. I like Wonderwall as well. Champagne Supernova. That's the one that has played the most on when I do play Oasis. But what was that one that somebody did of Wonderwall when they did it to an upbeat thing, a bit like?
Was that Mike Flowers Potts?
That's it. Yeah, I like that one. To be fair,
that's really good. To be fair, my favourite song is it's not on any albums. It's a B-side, and it's called "Stay Young."
All right.
It's just for me. It encapsulates everything that Oasis were. It's loud. It's raucous. It's a proper rocking song, and it's always since the day I heard it. I think it was a B-side. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a song. But we went to see the tribute group, the Oasis. If they're ever up by you, mate, go and see them. They're really, really good.
Yeah. I might do that, to be fair, because at least you ain't got to do a lottery for tickets, have you? And then get charged a complete fortune.
And they're only about 15 quid, so everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. So there you go. But it's all good. And
all right, mate.
Yeah. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Even if I don't get to see him, anybody gets tickets, then good luck to you. Go and enjoy yourself, have some fun, relive the fucking mid to late 1990s, and just go and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, put a smile on your fucking face.
Absolutely miserable bastards. Anyway, cheers, Dave. Catch you soon. All right, in the comments box. Are you excited for Oasis, or couldn't you give two shits? Either way, we're interested to hear what you think.
Laters.